What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Skeleton Closet, where we talk celebrity news and hot topics. Before we get started, I have to apologize for the previous video because if you all know, if you can tell, my energy was a little off in that video. And I probably shouldn't have uploaded it, but I'm trying to get in the process or the habit of posting videos more consistently. So that was me holding myself accountable no matter how I felt. Sometimes you have to do things even when you feel uncomfortable, because you got to get work done. All right? You got to get out of bed anyway and do the work that needs to be done. So today we are back and we're better than ever. And we're talking about Nicki Minaj. We're talking about Nicki Minaj again because something is going on. That house is, we need some sage. We need to go over there and shake them demons. Okay? So let's get right into the video.
I'm going to just run down my shout outs. The dun.
Just picking up from our previous video, we already know what happened with Nicki Minaj and what's going on. Joy Reid called her out for having a reckless comment on Twitter after she tweeted the whole mess about swollen testicles and the COVID vaccine and telling people to question the COVID vaccine. And now she feels as though people are attacking her because she is asking questions about healthcare. Let's just start from the beginning, okay? Just a quick recap. This past week has been a whirlwind of a whole bunch of mess from Nicki Minaj. And it started when Nicki Minaj mentioned that she would not be attending the Met Gala because the Met required her to get vaccinated. Before the Met Gala, there was the VMAs, and reportedly she was set to perform, and she did not perform or appear at the VMAs, and she decided to not go. I'm sure it was because of the same reason. She did not want to go and travel to New York City from Los Angeles because she has a newborn and possibly because they are requiring for her to get vaccinated. We know now that she is not comfortable traveling because she has a newborn son, and she would just feel safer if she could just stay put in her home, especially with COVID and everything's going on, which is totally understandable. I can understand that aspect, not wanting to travel with a newborn son. However, as a millionaire as yourself, I don't really know how difficult that would be, considering how you could just charter a private jet, hop on that jet, hop off of that jet, go directly to your hotel suite, or possibly you might even have a place in New York, considering how that is where you grew up. And I'm not quite sure why you feel as though you can't be safe in New York City. You might even have a place there. So I'm not really understanding. It's not really making any sense to me. But a person having the choice not to travel and wanting to stay at home, everybody has that choice. I can understand that. I'm not trying to take that away from you. You citing your own health concerns and the health care of your child is a very legitimate reason to not travel for any reason at all. Now, moving on to this particular issue of her victimizing herself for asking questions about the COVID vaccine. And I apologize. I don't know what's going on with my camera, but I keep going in and out of focus, and it's really killing me. Anywho, we're just going to press on. Now, just to move along in the timeline of events, after she tweeted that about swollen testicles and having questions about the COVID vaccine, literally everything in the world just seemed like it just imploded on itself. Global health officials came out talking about Nicki Minaj. She was on late night shows. She was being talked about at press conferences by the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Then it was the Prime Minister in Trinidad and Tobago talking about how he wasted time and resources trying to track down this person who has swollen testicles and had possibly had adverse side effects from the COVID vaccine.
One of the reasons we could not respond yesterday in real time to Ms. Minaj is that we had to check and make sure that what she was claiming was either true or false. And unfortunately, we wasted so much time yesterday running down this false claim. It is, as far as we know, at this point in time, there has been no such reported either side effect or adverse event. And what was sad about this is that it wasted our time yesterday trying to track down, because we take all these claims seriously, whether it's on social media or mainstream media. As we stand now, there is absolutely no reported such side effect or adverse event of testicular swelling in Trinidad, or I dare say, Dr. Hines, anywhere else? None that we know of anywhere else in the world.
So basically calling Nicki Minaj a liar and basically letting her know that if you want this person to be able to seek medical attention, you need to give us his name or his whereabouts, or they need to come forward so that we can get this taken care of, because baby girl, we can't find him. Nobody in Trinidad and Tobago knows who the F you're talking about. So let us know so that we can do our job, so that you can help us help you. And it just wasn't giving that. Nicki Minaj just was not cooperating, and her being difficult just continued. Unfortunately, now today we are sitting at a place where global health officials are calling Nicki Minaj a liar, because not only have the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom called out Nicki Minaj as a liar, the health officials in Trinidad and Tobago have stated that they don't know what Nicki Minaj is talking about, and they can't find this particular person that has these so-called adverse reactions. Now, naturally, after these other global officials have came out and stated their opinions about this, naturally, people in the United States are looking to the White House to have a comment or a statement about Nicki Minaj's comments. I'm sure a lot of journalists have called the comms department at the White House and was like, Nicki Minaj on Twitter going crazy. What y'all got to say about this? They haven't had an answer as of yet. What it seems to me is that they reached out directly to Nicki Minaj's team so that they could have a one-to-one conversation and answer any of the questions that she may have about the COVID-19 vaccine. Let's have a conversation, because you are causing a lot of problems for us, and we need to get this taken care of. So a lot of Nicki Minaj's frustrations now is that she feels as though she can't ask questions without being shunned or without being canceled or without having the backlash. And I think she's missing the point of, you can ask all the questions you want. However, that's not what you were doing. Your initial tweets were to cause controversy. First of all, let's not even talk about what your intentions were, because at this point, we have the effects of your actions. So now we have your intentions don't necessarily matter at this particular point, because now we're dealing with the consequences. The consequences are you have caused people to have even more distrust in the government and also more distrust in a life-saving vaccine. You tweeting comments about people have got the vaccine and they continuously become sick. I have had the same symptoms. I know somebody who have had swollen testicles and can't get married because they got the COVID-19 vaccine. You are continuously spreading misinformation about a life-saving vaccine while people are dying. And that is the problem. Whether or not you intended for that to happen, that is the causation of your comments. And that is what a lot of people are trying to get her to understand. And I don't think she's necessarily understanding that. You can ask all the questions that you want, because that is your God-given right. You can question the government. You can question the police officers that pull you over. You can question anyone however you want to. But when you are spreading lies, when people are dying, you can't expect for people to just sit idle by, cause people to die. Because whether you like it or not, you have an effect on people. You know that your music moves people, so why do you not understand that your words affect people's lives? The things that you say matter. You're not just somebody around the corner, down the street, just some Billy, Jane, or Bob that can just say whatever they want and think that it's not going to have an effect on millions of people. So of course this is going to be news, and of course people are going to say something about it. So moving on from that, the White House reached out to her to have a conversation. Nicki Minaj says the White House reached out to her to invite her to the White House. Now we are questioning that, because the White House has said that they never invited Nicki Minaj to the White House. They offered a conversation to her with 2 or 3 of their doctors to answer any questions she might have about the COVID-19 vaccine. We are about to get down to the bottom of whether or not Nicki Minaj actually was invited to the White House or not. So, Exhibit A. If you take a look at this tweet, you can see that Nicki Minaj said that she was going to be going to the White House. She was going to be dressed in all pink, like a scene from Legally Blonde. Send her all the questions that you might have about the COVID-19 vaccine so that she can ask the doctors and the public health officials that were going to be there. Now, following that tweet, she was called out by an unnamed White House official, I have to say, saying that they never invited Nicki Minaj to the White House. They offered her a conversation to answer any questions she might have. Then, after that, she went to Instagram and said that they took her off of the platform and she was unable to tweet. After that, a Twitter official came out and said they haven't taken Nicki Minaj off of Twitter. Her account has not been deactivated. She can still tweet. She still has full access to her Twitter. Now, whether or not her team deactivated her Instagram, we don't know. Because I'm sure if you have a publicist and a manager, I would hope that they have access to their artists' Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever the case may be, in case something happens. There needs to be a failsafe in case you are hacked, in case you are unable to get to your phone, you are robbed, whatever the case may be. There needs to be a failsafe so that people can get into your account. And I'm sure management has that ability. I would hope management has that ability. And they took her off of the app because they felt like, girl, you are shooting yourself in the foot right now. Shut up. Twitter is saying that they did not take Nicki Minaj off of the platform. And I have to believe them because when they took Agent Orange off of the app, what did they do? Yeah, we snatched his big head ass off of the app because he was causing too much trouble and people are rioting at the Capitol. So we need to do something about this. And your biggest megaphone is Twitter, so we're taking it away from you. Now, when it came to that particular instance, they had no problem admitting that they took Donald Trump off of the platform. So why, at that moment, who is the president of the United States, who is a white man, why would they have no trouble or no problem admitting that they took him off of the app, but Nicki Minaj, who is a rapper, a black woman, why would they not admit to that? Let me know down in the comments what y'all think about that. Nicki Minaj takes her Instagram alive because now she can no longer use her platform on Twitter, as she alleges, to talk about this particular issue. So she takes to Instagram Live and says that, oh my God, now they're trying to paint me out to be a liar. They're using Uncle Tom's and Uncle Tomiana's to further their message and to discredit a black woman. That is what she's alleging. Continue on in the Instagram Live. Listen to what she has to say about this particular instance about visiting the White House.
But when I do a call with my management and my publicist, who I follow both of them. You can go follow Sal and from Sal X Co. and follow Joe, my publicist who works with Republic Records. They were on the phone call. And you know what the request was? We'd like to offer Nicki an invitation to come to the White House to speak with two people, the two names, what is that man's name? Dr. Fauci, and with the Surgeon General. And do you know what I said? I said, well, I would rather not have to travel. Can we do something like a live? And they said that they're open to me choosing a platform to do a live.
Maybe my ears are playing tricks on me. And maybe I'm tripping. Now, initially, didn't she say that she didn't feel safe traveling? Didn't she say that not only once, but twice? Because initially, before this had even happened, she said she didn't want to travel. She said she wanted to stay at home because her newborn son and of COVID concerns. Then after that, didn't she say that she told them she didn't want to travel? And that she would do something via Instagram Live. But you took to Twitter and said that you were going to be dressed in your Legally Blonde get up and have a conversation with him at the White House. You were going to travel to the White House with your all pink on, looking like a scene from Legally Blonde, giving Elle Woods tease, and have a conversation with him. See, these two stories are not adding up. Something is not making sense to me. And I need to know which one is the truth. So Nicki Minaj, my question to you is, were you ever invited to the White House? Or did you just have an idea of going to the White House? Or maybe the details hadn't been solidified yet. I don't know what the case is. But it seems to me is that you have been caught in a lie not only once, but twice. Or maybe they're turning the tables on you because you let the cat out of the bag too soon. You were not supposed to go on Instagram or Twitter and tell people that you were going to go to the White House because that hadn't been set in stone yet. So now they pull that off of the table. And the only option you have now is to hop on Instagram Live, if you even do that. I say all of this to say that Nicki Minaj is shooting herself in the foot time and time again. I wish this would just take a break and get off of Instagram. Leave social media alone. Go back into hiatus and just work on music. Again, I really appreciate Beyonce's efforts of just staying out of social media and staying out of the mix, because clearly that works for her, and Nicki Minaj needs to take a play out of her playbook when it comes to that. There's another aspect of this that I want to touch on just briefly, because we haven't really talked about this as much on my channel because I don't know all of the details. But what I do know is this. Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, was recently charged with the offense of not registering as a sex offender in the state of California. And this news broke yesterday. In the midst of all of the drama that she had going on with Trinidad and Tobago, the UK, and the White House. Literally dominated a news cycle of her and this fiasco of the COVID-19 vaccine, her victimizing herself, the VMAs, and the Met Gala. She stretched this news all the way until Thursday. And I'm sure that it's going to continue on into the weekend as well. My theory is that possibly Nicki Minaj didn't want the blogs to be talking about Kenneth Petty and his nonsense. And she used this as a way to distract the blogs and the commentators from that onto this. Now, this news was going to break anyway because people have been following this story for quite some time now. But the news is that he's going to have to pay a fine and that he's going to have to be under supervision. And he might even have to spend time in jail. Not only that, there is allegations that they have been harassing his victim. My thoughts on that is a whole different video. But as far as this, I want you guys to let me know what you think down in the comment section below about Nicki Minaj being called out as a liar, about Nicki Minaj victimizing herself in this whole situation. Do you feel like Nicki Minaj is right? Do you feel like Nicki Minaj has a legitimate reason to feel the way that she does? Personally, I feel like she has brought this onto herself because you were spreading misinformation from the get-go, sis. That's just something that you just gonna have to own up to. You literally went on Twitter and was talking about, oh, you don't have to get the vaccine because I had the same side effects, so I don't really know about it, child. I don't really know whether or not I even need to get it because I done had COVID and Drake done had COVID, and I've been around people that done had the vaccine and had COVID, and I even know somebody whose testicles got swollen after they got the vaccine, and they can't even get married because they impotent now. So I don't even know what to do. That's the way it came off. That is exactly how it came off, and I think that is a way that she needs to understand the situation. She needs to understand that she sowed a lot of distrust in a vaccine that is saving people. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Give me all of your thoughts because they are greatly appreciated. I definitely love to read you guys' comments and seeing a different point of view on all of these topics and more. Let me know down in the comment section below whether or not you think Nicki Minaj is legitimate. Let me know down in the comment section below whether or not you agree with Nicki Minaj. She has definitely created a lot of discord around this topic, so let me know down in the comment section below. I definitely want to read you guys' comments. As well, go ahead and hit that like button so that I can know how you felt about today's video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can join us in the closet and become part of the family. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.